Hiya everyone, welcome to my channel, and this week I've been working on another modern build, and I was trying to make it look like it was surrounded by hills and plants and rocks and things. So yeah, I've had this idea for some time now of taking the round roof tool and just making like a load of little hills and things around a build, but I just wasn't sure what kind of build to do with this, whether to do more traditional old style of building or a modern build, because it wasn't going to look nice just having a load of hills and plants and rocks and there being no purpose to the build, you know. So yeah, anyways, I got to it this week. I came up with this idea, and I think it was sort of sped on from my last build as well. So yeah, I just went with like a modern build. Also, you know, I do tend to keep away from modern builds. They're not the builds that I find the most easiest. Yeah, I do find them quite difficult trying to come up with ideas for modern builds. Just buildings in general, really. I don't think that is where my strengths lie. I feel much more at home doing interior decor when I'm building in The Sims. You know, whenever I do come up with a building or what have you, they are normally just simple shapes. It's nothing too elaborate. But yeah, so I came up with this idea, a nice little modern build. I mean, it's not as creative as my last build on the inside, but there's a few little creative things that I came up with for inside of this build. Yeah, it looks nice on the inside. So this is a 2-bedroomed house, and I have put in a laundry room. I've used the laundry day pack in this because like the pack's been out for quite some time now and I still haven't done a build where I've used it. I mean, where I have put the laundry room doesn't make a great deal of sense, but you know, the pack's been out for some time now and I just really wanted to use it in a build, and I had a room spare in here that I didn't know what to do with, so yeah, just turned it into a laundry room. But that's like towards, I think it's more or less towards the end of the build. But yeah, it's a 2-bedroomed house. Obviously it's master bedroom, and I've also put in a little nursery in this house, which I've tried to get a bit creative in there, but I haven't really done many builds where I will put like a little baby's room, like a nursery. And so yeah, I thought I would do it in this. At first, the ideas that I came up with for the nursery, I was just going to do a room build with them, but yeah, I was working on this and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick it in this house because I very rarely do house builds that I've got nurseries in. So, but there's some nice little ideas in there. Come up with an idea for making a cot and like the baby changing station, baby changing area. Yeah, you'll see it when I get to it, but that's not till the very end. I think that's like the last room I've been furnish in this build. But yeah, so I've had to cut a few bits out of this build. I mean, it's just the boring bits where I was placing the roofs and putting them all in different heights, and also some of the plants and rocks that I placed around the little hills, and the pavement area at the front, because I was messing about with the little they're like little stepping stones, but they're in the rug category. Yeah, I was just messing about with them, trying to get nicely out for them, and it just took like so long. And then I was changing up all the colours, and yeah, it was just taking way longer than it should have done, so I cut that out as well. And yeah, after I had finished recording, I went back in, and because I still wasn't happy with them little stepping stone areas. The bits I'm working on now, yeah, I wasn't happy with the colours on them, so I changed them up after I had like finished recording, so that's not on the video, but it's in the pictures, the screenshots at the end. And I had changed a few other things up. In the laundry room, I had to change the washing machine round because I don't know why, but for some reason that wasn't working. So I just had to move that around, and yeah, there's a couple of little things I changed up, but you'll see them in the screenshots. But yeah, there's a couple of little seating areas out here. There is, well, there's one little seating area that I get outside with the little fire pit, and then there is another like little area to sit down, like a little dining area. Yeah, so there's a little bit that goes in here, and you know, I get a little bit creative on the inside, trying to come up with some new little ideas. But it's definitely nowhere near as creative as my last build. Just putting some rocks and plants around the hills, just to make them like look more like hills, really. Trying to place the plants and rocks so it looks more natural. Yeah, just sizing them up and raising them up and sizing some of them down, and yeah, just placing them all over. I've tried to keep a little bit in so you can at least get an idea of like what I'm doing and how that was done. But yeah, I did cut like the bulk of it out. And these little bushes that I'm using now with the purple flowers on, I found that in the debug section. So if you type in the bb.show hidden objects cheat, and then if you type in debug in the search bar, yeah, it brings up like the debug item list, and you can find that little bush in there. I think it is a bush like the ones from Get Together where your Sims can use them as a toilet. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what they might be. I think we got them with the Cats and Dogs update, I think it was. I mean, I haven't noticed them up until then. But yeah, I'm just going and putting loads of plants and rocks around here. And I just use the same plants that I've used in this little corner here around the rest of the little hilly areas. Yeah, took out some of them bamboo trees as well and placing them around here. But yeah, like I said, it is boring to watch, so I have cut most of that out. I get in some other little trees because I've built this in, oh god, what world is it? Willow something or other. I forgot what it's called. But is it Willow Creek or something? Something like that. Yeah, it's on the 50 by 50 lot, and I noticed like some of the trees around the outside, we've got the same, well, one of them anyways, we've got the same tree in the tree section. So yeah, I used one of them trees, I'll use one of them around the back and then one around the front, but yeah, just to try and tie it in with the lot that it was on. But yeah, working on the little seating area now, and I've took them little wooden panels and yeah, tried to make like a little fence around that area with that. Got some sofas in here, the little fire pit, yeah, some little candles and light things off to the side, and some little plant pots. Yeah, so this area as well, off camera, I did make it a little bit bigger, like, well, the flooring, I just stretched it out a bit just so it came to the edge. Yeah, I wasn't really liking the look of that, and also popped in like a little yoga mat around there. But yeah, this area is, it leads out from where the kitchen is going to be, so you know, we've got that little dining area on the outside, so Sims can come and sit out here when they've made something to eat, chill out here and look at the lovely views. And yeah, so now getting onto the inside, and the downstairs, I wouldn't really say it's open plan. I mean, there's not the kitchen and the sitting room, they're not like in totally separate rooms where you've got a little, like a door to get through. I mean, I've left that little bit open from the sitting room to the kitchen, but yeah, there's like walls there separating the stairs off. I decided to put some little windows, well, not little, like the big, the floor to ceiling windows, just on the side of where the stairs are there. I just thought, you know, it just looks nice, changes it up a bit. It's better than having just the wall there. But yeah, tried to make something a little, well, I suppose it's quite similar to in my last build, the TV area in there. Yeah, just taking that idea but trying to change it up a bit. Instead of using the half walls, making a little TV cabinet area on the wall there by taking some shelves and the kitchen cabinets. And also the back bit of that, I have took the chopping board from the wall sections and sized that up and yeah, placed that in there. So just trying to make it look like it's one big cohesive bit of furniture. Yeah, but it is slightly similar to the ones I did in my last build, but a little bit different, you know, trying to change it up a little bit. I was messing about with that TV as well. I wasn't sure which TV to use on there, but you know, I finally made my mind up. Yeah, got some sofas in here, obviously, and the dining area is in here. I haven't got like the too big of a dining area. There just was like that little corner there where the stairs were, well, next to the stairs. So yeah, I thought I'd just pop it in there. And yeah, I wasn't really sure of like a colour theme for in this room until I started off doing the dining area. And then I had pulled out that rug that's got like the blues and the greens in it, and I don't know, I just really like the look of that. It also went with like that tiny little bit under the chairs I used on the dining table. Yeah, that's got like a little bars underneath the chairs that were similar colours. So yeah, I thought I would just go with them colours. Found a painting with the same kind of colours in, and yeah, just went crazy with the blue and the green. And yeah, I get in some like blue curtains as well to match. And then I was thinking like just around the sitting room, the living room area was looking a bit too bland, a bit too white for my liking. So yeah, I do end up getting out some wallpapers for around there, and I think like once I put them on the walls, it just all came together and it looked, I don't know, I think it just brought it all together and it looked nice. Yeah, the entrance, well, the doorway to the bathroom is from the sitting room, and the bathroom on this floor, it's you know, it's quite small. It has obviously a toilet and a sink, but it's also got a shower in down here. The bathroom upstairs, I do end up turning that into just an ensuite bathroom. So yeah, there is a bathroom on the first floor, but the entranceway to that is like through the master bedroom and into there, and up in there it just has a bath. There isn't a shower in that room. But yeah, also in the corner of that sitting room, just trying to make my own little hanging plant by taking one of the ceiling lights, a little potted plant, and one of the plants from like the outdoor plant section. Yeah, just raising all them up and getting them in there. But yeah, moving on to the kitchen. So I've used the really basic sort of cheap kitchen counters, but I think they're the ones that look like the most modern. Just the fronts of them, the doors and the drawers on them, they look like quite modern. But yeah, just trying to make a nice little area to surround the fridge. And I was at first going to use the really tall kitchen cupboard, but it sticks out from the wall further than all the other, like the smaller cupboards. So yeah, I decided not to use that around there in the end, and just use the smaller ones and build my own little area around that fridge there. And yeah, once I'd put the fridge in there, you could see like a little gap between the fridge and the cupboards. So just taking that, I don't even know what it is, I keep using it, but I just don't ever look what it's called. The upside down L shape. Yeah, just sticking that in there to hide the gaps between the fridge and the kitchen cabinets there. But yeah, it's not like, I haven't done it too cluttered in here, but you know, it's nice. It fits in with like the modern vibe I was going for as well. Yeah, them little tables that are sized down and shoved on top of the counter there is supposed to be like a little spice rack. I went in the debug items and found all these little jars, and yeah, it's all like, they've got little different coloured things inside of them. So I took a load of green ones and ones in sort of like red and orange and yellow shades. Just trying to make my own little like spice rack with them. I mean, if you do download this and you look at that, you can see that the jars don't actually sit on top. If you look underneath the glass little table thing, you can see the jar underneath. But you know, I wasn't too bothered about that, because with little spice racks, you do get the ones where they've got the little holes in to hold the jars. So yeah, I thought it could just be like something like that. So yeah, I just left that. Also using the same idea from the last build that I did, by taking the chopping boards that are like supposed to be put on the wall. Yeah, just taking them and make my own little chopping board on the counter, and getting a knife from the debug items. But yeah, also tried to make like I don't know what they're called, but they're like these little railings you can get for your wall in the kitchen, and you can get loads of little attachments, like different attachment things for them. Like you can get the little like S-hooks to hang stuff from, like kitchen utensils, and you can get little like little pots for plants and other little pots to hold little things in. Yeah, so that's what this is supposed to be. Whether it looks like it or not to you, that is a whole other different thing. But I don't know what they're called. But yeah, I was in IKEA as well last week, and I saw them there, so I know IKEA has, or IKEA, because that's how they pronounce it on the advert. I've always pronounced it IKEA, but yeah, on the advert on the telly they always say IKEA. So I suppose I should start pronouncing it like that. But yeah, moving on to the bathroom, and it's just a small bathroom, one of my signature small tiny bathrooms. But yeah, get a shower in here. I also used the idea from my last build with the little like heated towel rail that I did. I popped that in here. Yeah, the sink as well. There is a little console table like popped in there with that, but as long as you use one of them small little tables and then pull the sink out a little bit, the sink can still be used by Sims. So yeah, and I've tested it out, so you don't have to worry about that not working. It does, I've tested it. But yeah, next to the toilet, that little thing that I created is supposed to be like a little toilet roll, not toilet roll, sorry, a toilet brush and the little toilet brush holder. Yeah, just that little, like the tiny little cabinet thing that I put there. Yeah, that's what that's supposed to be. I tried to change the toilet up as well by putting some of the signboards behind there. Yeah, I tried to put some little lights behind them as well, so it looked like there was lights coming, like, well, light coming from behind there. But yeah, you can't notice it too much, so it was probably a waste of my time. But yeah, get a little rug in there too. And over on the side with the windows, I was trying to put like a little mirror over there, but no, the windows, they didn't fit because of the height that the windows were. So then I didn't bother, just put some little dressing gowns over on that side. Yeah, and I had to move some of the little wooden, what are they, like wooden shutters, wooden blind things. Yeah, just had to move them because when I had came onto the upstairs area, I could see them like peeking through the floor up there. So yeah, just had to go and move them about. But yeah, working out the layout for up here, and because this part of the house is like on the diagonal, it is a bit, yeah, the layout, it does get a little bit crazy. One of the rooms goes off into a sharp little point, which I wasn't too happy with, but because it's on the diagonal, it's hard to do, for me in any ways, it's hard to work out a layout. But yeah, in the little hallway area, using the idea that I used in my last build again, with the chest of drawers, just sizing them down and raising them up a bit, then getting a coffee table out, yeah, sizing that down as well, and popping that underneath, just so it looks like it's got some nice little legs underneath, and it just gives it more of like a modern look. Using the same idea with a side table, the one that matches the chest of drawers there, yeah, I size that down and raise it up, and then get another little side table. I think it's a side table that we got in City Living. I think we might have got it in. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of like got the like hairpin legs on that. Yeah, just using that one for there. And yeah, just getting a load of seating areas around here. I never know what to do in like little hallways and that. I'm always at a loss. But yeah, also get a little PC in one of the corners. I get a bookshelf in here, and yeah, there's not too much going on in this little hallway area, but it looks nice. It looks nice. But yeah, after here, I think I do go into the laundry room, and you know, it doesn't make much sense being up here, especially the room that I put it next to, because right next door to here I do end up having the nursery, so, and it really doesn't make any sense. But you know, I really wanted to use the washing machine and the dryer. I mean, I still haven't used these in a build yet, so yeah, I just wanted to get it into this house. But if you didn't like that, I suppose, you know, you could take them out and have another room in this build. But yeah, I did try to fit the washing machine, and I was going to try with the dryer to fit them in near the fridge in the kitchen, because in Britain where I live, that's where we have our washers. We just put them in the kitchen. My washer and dryer is in my kitchen. But yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, you could change it into another bedroom if you preferred. But the layout in here now does change up. I did have to do it off camera because it was while I was doing my little like play test to make sure everything was working. The washer and the dryer, well, the washer just didn't work at all. I think it might be because in the nursery I placed some little teddies round next to the like on the other side of the wall next to where that washer is, and yeah, I think maybe some of them were probably clipping into it, and that's maybe why it wasn't usable. But yeah, I just swapped the washer and dryer over to the place where the sink was, and then obviously put the sink in place of the washer and the dryer, and you know, they worked then, so I was happy with that. But now moving on to the master bedroom, and I suppose it is a little, well, a lot. It's quite feminine in here. Gone with like a peach colour. Yeah, just that bed I used. It's got it on the quilt on the bed. So yeah, just decided to try and find wallpaper that would match. And yeah, it does look quite feminine in here. There's not a lot in here. Got some nice little side tables and cluttered them up, and I get in a little chest of drawers and a little seat, some potted plants, and I do get a mirror in here, but I put the plants right in front of the mirror, so the mirror, I actually didn't test the mirror. I just assumed it's not going to be usable. Yeah, but I do put some little mirrors behind the chest of drawers, and then there is the ensuite bathroom from here as well. That's got a nice big mirror in there that you can use. So, you know, I thought it would be okay just placing them in front of there. Get a nice big curtain for in here as well. But yeah, there's not too much in here. It's just a bedroom. Just a bedroom. But yeah, like I said, the ensuite bathroom leads on from here, and it's I get a little bit creative in there, like with the wall behind the sink. I get out some of these like square wooden wall decoration things and cover the wall behind the sink with them, just to change it up a bit rather than using wallpaper. I've been trying to find like other wall decorations I can just place about the wall in nice little patterns and things to yeah, just to make it look just slightly different to what like wallpapers that we've got in the game. But yeah, it's a nice little idea, looks nice. And I do end up changing the flooring to like a wood colour that's the same as them. But yeah, got some nice little side tables either side of the sink there, and then also took the laundry baskets, not the one that came in the laundry day stuff pack. I think they're from like just the base game. Yeah, just took them and sized them down raised them up at different heights, so it looks like you've got different sized baskets just at the side of that sink there. And yeah, got an actual laundry basket in here from the laundry day stuff pack, and obviously a toilet, and I put a bath in here. The bath is right in front of the window. I thought, well, it's on like it's in the upstairs bathroom, so it wasn't going to be too bad having it right in front of the window. And also right outside there you've got them little wooden shutter things. Yeah, they're right outside of there. So yeah, using some of the new rugs as well that we got, placing them in here. Got some plants in the corner. And yeah, just tried to change up the toilet roll holder again like I did in my last build. It's just a little bit different to what I did from the last one, because I put the chopping board behind the toilet roll holder, but then in this build I end up putting one of the little clothing hooks in with it as well, just to change it up just slightly. Just so it's something slightly different. But yeah, moving on to the nursery now, and like I said, I wanted to try and just do something that actually looked like it was nursery furniture. Yeah, just trying to make my own cot. I mean, obviously it is not usable because I'm just taking items that we've got in the game and sizing them down. Yeah, just taking them wooden decorative pieces, whatever they are. Yeah, and sizing them down and putting them around here to make like the little cot railings. I've took the tallest one and the second tallest one, and yeah, just tried to make it look as close to a cot as I could. The idea for this came about, like I said, when I was trying to do a little room build. Then I decided just to put it into this build instead. When I was testing this out, when I was trying it for the room build, I was trying to find something to put along like the top of the little railings, because when you look at it, there's not anything sort of like holding them all together. But the things that I had found that would fit, there ended up being like a little gap in between the railings, and I think it was like a shelf I was trying to use, and yeah, and then when I lowered it down one more, then the railings were sticking too far through the top. So yeah, I just didn't bother. I thought it looks like a cot, so it's alright. But yeah, when you size them down, they leave the shadows on the floor, which isn't too grand. So I was trying to just put teddies around there and chairs and other little bits and bobs, just to try and hide the shadows. But it worked in the end. I couldn't totally surround the cot with teddies and bits and bobs, so there are some that you can still see, obviously. But yeah, it looks like a cot. Yeah, I just took an ottoman as well and raised that up so you could just see the top of that, so it looked like there was like a little blanket or something in there. And yeah, get some shelves around the place, a bookshelf, and yeah, behind the cot I tried to do something like decorative. Some, in some nurseries you see above the cot they'll have like maybe the baby's name or some nice little sweet message, or like something like saying sweet dreams or something like that. So yeah, just took some of the wall. I think they're like did we get it with the Dine Out pack for the signs? I think it was something like that. Yeah, just taking little bits and bobs and just popping them behind the cot there to make that look all pretty and nice. And yeah, this next piece that I am working on it's supposed to be like a little baby changing station. Yeah, just taking a little ottoman, them little stepping stone things from the fountain section, and I think it's the little shelves I think they're the new stuff pack, the laundry day pack, and put them underneath, because I had loads of little like boxes and things in them. So I thought they fitted in quite well with this. Obviously I do get the crib in here as well, so you have got a place for the baby to actually sleep. Yeah, get a couple more decorative things around the place, and that's it really. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Hope everybody takes care, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you up for my next build. Bye.
The other night, saw you glance your everlasting light. Met your eyes, razor sharp, cut right through the crowd.